Hi. I'm sure you've noticed that investing in real estate today is much, much different than it was 10 years ago. It is. In fact, it's a lot like it was when I first started investing back in the 80s and 90s, except for one big difference. Interest rates today are half of what they were back when I first started. And luckily for you, we're coming out of a recession, so prices are still relatively low. So let me ask you, do you want to own more real estate? Do you want to build wealth? Do you want to build more cash flow? Do you want to, if you want to stop working for somebody else, if you want to have more of your own free time, if you want to buy your own freedom, then this is the day you've been waiting for. Because next Thursday, May 8th at 7 p.m., I'm teaching a free live webinar. I'm going to show you exactly what I did to build a portfolio of 250 rental units. It allowed me to retire from the corporate world at the age of 40 after investing for 5 years. You know, I learned when I got out of college and I started working very early on. I wasn't built to be sitting behind a desk Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 for 40 years. It took me 10 years to decide to do something about it. And I did. 3 years later, I actually took the first step and I started buying properties. I can show you how to do the same thing. Just please go ahead and sign up for this free live webinar now. And by the way, I didn't start off rich in a rich family. In fact, when I was a kid, I was on the free school lunch program. And the clothes I wore were either free or used. But I used to daydream about being rich when I was an adult. I know a lot of you guys do too, and did when you were a kid. Back then, one of my favorite heroes was Muhammad Ali. I used to love waiting for the Wild World of Sports to come on and watch Muhammad Ali master the ring. It didn't even look like a fight. He just made it look poetic. But he was the greatest, and that was one of his sayings, I am the greatest. But do you think he was the greatest after he won all those fights? Or do you think he won all those fights because he believed he was the greatest? You see, I believe you can do what I did. In fact, I know you can. Please go ahead and sign up for this free live webinar now, because I also know if you don't do something differently today than you did yesterday, then your tomorrow is going to be just like your today. Do yourself a favor. Give yourself the opportunity to learn how to build more wealth, build more cash flow, and buy your freedom. Do it now, and go ahead and sign up for this free live webinar. It's completely free. You've got nothing to lose.